When is fasting required in Shaban? Peace be upon you. Happy New Year. We ask God to make us and you reach Ramadan in a good state and to make it the best of Ramadan, O Lord of the worlds, and to save his oppressed servants among the believers everywhere. Fasting in the month of Shaban is one of the greatest recommended deeds, but sometimes fasting in the month of Shaban is obligatory for some people, so they must fast in the month of Shaban, and Mrs. Aisha, may God be pleased with her, says that she had days that she did not fast last Ramadan, so she must make them up before the next Ramadan. So she says, I will not make up for it except in Shaban because of my preoccupation with the Messenger of God. From this hadith, we conclude that it is not permissible to delay making up for Ramadan until the next Ramadan begins, meaning that people who have excuses or have to fast from the past Ramadan must take advantage of those days now during the month of Shaban to fast what they owed from the past Ramadan. Like a patient who did not fast for several days last Ramadan due to illness, he must now, in order not to sin and fall into sin, he must now quickly make up the days he owes before the month of Ramadan this year arrives. But this applies if the patient has been healed by God and is able to fast. This means that the doctors have said that the person has been healed by God also. In the case of a woman who wants to make up for the days of menstruation that she did not fast last Ramadan, she must make them up immediately before Ramadan begins for this year. A pregnant woman, for example, if she was pregnant during Ramadan or broke her fast during Ramadan due to breastfeeding or she gave birth to her child while she was in the postpartum period during Ramadan, and she did not fast during Ramadan for 40 days. This means that the woman passes not one Ramadan, but several Ramadans, so she is unable to make up for it. This means that she will have to spend 4 or 3 months. So what should she do in this case if she is able? If she is able to make up, which is most likely impossible, then she must make up. But if she is unable to make up for it, which is expected, then the woman will be unable to make up for all those days. In this case, the scholars permitted her to feed a poor person for every day she missed also. The patient who the doctors said cannot fast and has not been fully cured must break the fast for each day. He broke his fast as a poor person. As for the hadith that states that the Prophet did not fast in the second half of Shaban, this is a weak hadith. Mrs. Aisha said that the month that the Prophet fasted the most after Ramadan was the month of Shaban. They even said that he used to fast all of it except the day of doubt. And when they asked him why he fasted every month of Shaban, he said, this is a month that people ignore because it is between Rajab and Ramadan. If you like the channel's content, click subscribe. If you like the content of the video, press like, put a comment on this video, and if you have any questions, write it to us, and we will answer it. God willing, or we may make a new video explaining this issue or this question that you sent us.